Good morning, everybody. Everybody wants to accumulate wealth, make more money. I'm going to show you how with 7K. Okay. Just one principle I've kind of echoed about already before we started our recording. Learn your 1099 tax benefits. Watch that Courtney Ebbs video I put out more than a year ago. Renowned CPA just kind of tells you everybody needs to own a home-based business. Why? If you're paying taxes, you're giving money to the government you should be using to accumulate your wealth, especially with 7K. And so if you don't understand how it's not costing you any money, why everyone should renew, why everyone should be a member of 7K, watch that video, get with somebody, we got quite a few CPAs in this business, and they'll explain it to you. Plus, I've got a plethora of third-party validations, tax attorneys, CPAs, business consultants that, generically don't tell you about 7K. We tell you about 7K, but they tell you how you can be in a home-based business and your personal expenses actually end up paying for whatever you're doing, starting your home-based business, again, keeping your home-based business running by buying that coin of the month. Okay, so don't give your taxes to a Marxist government. Make it build wealth for you. But I'm going to show you how once you're in 7K, once you're accumulating wealth, how you can accumulate more wealth and how you can earn more checks to accumulate more wealth. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let me share my screen so we can get right to examples. Hope you got some pencil and paper out because we're going to give quite a few examples today. Hopefully you can see my screen, and it tells me you can. So I'm going to have people text me if something goes wrong, you can't hear something or whatever, and let me know about that. So let's all assume in this example. So I've got my whiteboard up, so I'm going to be able to give you some example. Oh, I must touch something. There we go. And I'm going to get there we go. I got to get this going, and that's what I want. Okay, cool. Okay, this is you. Okay, smiley face. That's you. Your 7K membership. And as you build your left and right, we're going to do some pretty basic, easy things first. But I want you to understand. Let's say you don't have a business family pack, okay? And let's just assume, and it could be either side, but let's say your bank side's the one you got a lot of points on. And let's just, for this example, say you have 20,000 points. Now it could be 3,000, it could be 2,000, it could be 5,000. It's just more than what you make on your cycle check, okay? And that's what I call your bank side, okay? Now, your other side is the one that cycles, both sides cycle, but the one that you get paid on. I call this your pay side, okay? Now, if you're an associate, well, a lot of what you want to do is you want to get up to copper, because anytime you have a volume less than 500 here, what's going to happen? Let's say you have 490 points. and it's Saturday. Okay. You could spend money and accumulate some wealth and make a $500 check, but I don't teach that. I teach to maximize the paycheck. So what's going to happen? They're going to subtract. You're going to get a $250 check tonight at midnight. Okay. And they're going to subtract 250 points from this side and this side. But the key is your pay side, and you're going to end up with 240 points to start off next week. That's 10 points away from another $250 check. So that's why much of this will not count for associates, because I want you to roll over your paycheck. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little smaller. There we go. And so what we're going to talk about is coppers and above, because a copper can do what? They can make up to $1,000 check, a bronze $2,000 check. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about now. So that's why I want you to get the copper. That's your first real leadership rank. It really only takes what to become a copper? One on your left, one on your right, and an associate on your left, an associate on your right, and you have one more. Well, that means if this is an associate, you need one more. That means you got 4 people, 4 memberships on this side, 4 memberships on this side. So it only takes you 4 total memberships on each side, with one of them being a personal sponsored associate. So we're talking about, including you, 9 memberships, and you're a copper. So you got to strategically make this happen. Okay. Maybe you're building slow. You're doing the 2 years earning while you learn, but that's okay. That's more than okay. But you want to find that one partner on your left and that one partner on your right that's going to hook arms with you. And you'll be able to show them all these things I'm about to show you, or show this video, and y'all both learn together. Okay. So coppers and above. What if you have 920 points and it's close to midnight? Well, you need, let's do this. Let's start off with the easy question first. Let's say you have 980 points. Okay, 980, close to midnight. Okay, what you do in the very beginning of Saturday morning, and hopefully maybe you saw this Friday, okay, or it built up to this, you need what? 20 points to make $1,000 check, 2 cycles of 5,000. Well, what's 20 points? A state series animal coin costs $150. That's 20 points. Okay. Now, you could buy it yourself and it's going to post to you, but you'd be much better. Maybe there's somebody down here that's a copper, bronze, silver, and they only need 20 points and they're on your pay side. So you only look on your pay side. You don't worry about this side. So that you go in your downline explorer and you pull up everybody that's active, and then you click on the right side, since we're doing right sides of pay side, whichever side your pay side is, left or right, click on that side. Then you go ask the question, who is about to cycle? Okay, and it's going to give you the names of the people that are close to a cycle check. Your name would come up if you are down in your list. So they may be 20 points away. They may be 40 points away. They may be 60 points away. But anybody in your downline, if you understand this concept, then you can help and make sure they understand it. And maybe they want to go ahead and earn and accumulate silver and earn more money and have their commission checks accumulate silver for them. And they purchase this. So this could be anybody down here with this scenario, or it could be a silver with 3480. Okay. Or it could be maybe a silver has 1980. Well, 1980, they make a $2,000 check. If they don't, if you don't do this, if you don't do this, then what's going to happen is you're going to make a $500 check. And if you don't have a leadership point, the balance here of 480 is going to go to your loyalty points, bank. Okay. Loyalty point bank. And that's where you get free silver. But we don't want that. We want optimized checks. That takes more. That's a lot of points going to loyalty. Okay. What you don't want is you want a $1,000 check. So how do you get it? Okay. Let's get this erased. Let's get that. Let's make the easy one. Like I said, anybody down here does it. You're going to roll up the points. You're going to do it. But what if it's midnight or pretty close to midnight Mountain Time? That's what you have. Maybe volume occurred during the week, but that's what you have. You go and purchase for $150 that Animal State Series coin, and 20 points will post right here, plus 20 points to your pay side, to your side with the lowest points. When you purchase it, you spend $150. You're going to have now 1,000 points here. You're going to get a plus $1,000 check. And plus 1 Animal State Series coin. So that's your choices, see? You got that Animal State Series coin basically for free, no money out of pocket, because you made an extra $500 up here. So you came out an Animal State coin plus $350 in your pocket. Well, and in your Sound Money Wallet bank. Okay. So once you understand this basic concept, we're going to go fast here with a few others real quick, so you understand this whole concept that I'm about to teach you today, because it's going to get a little bit more complex. Not harder, just a little bit more people involved. Okay, more things involved. Okay, so let's say you had 940 points and you're a copper or above. Then so it price of silver, price of golds. Okay, because every week they don't max out unless they're maxing out their paycheck. They're going to end up as they're building up and their business and their volume is building up, their group is building, these scenarios will happen. So what do you need? You need plus 60 points, okay? To do what? Equal 1,000. That equals what? $1,000, okay? So if you're talking about animal state series coins, that'd be 3 of them. 3 of them are 60 points. So if you had to buy them, let's do this. You had to buy them plus 3 animal state series coins. Okay. That'd be $450, right? They're still free. And you come up plus $50 because your commission that you would not have earned pays for them even if you buy them. So you're accumulating wealth. How would you like to have 3 extra animal state series? You can put them on stack and sell. You can sell them later if you need that stupid fiat cash. But what if you don't need it? This is how you accumulate more silver without money out of your pocket. Hello? You really want to get to this stage. So this is happening more frequently for you. This is something you want to occur, not something you don't want to occur, because why? Your organization is still growing bigger as time goes because these people are adding more people, adding more coins in your organization. It grows with time. It duplicates with time. It gets to the point that it will exponentiate for you. That's what you're looking for. When it gets to that point that it starts exponentiating no matter what you do. Oh, that's pretty powerful. In the meantime, accumulate as much wealth as you possibly can. You'll see this, huh? So you end up with what? You got an extra $500 check. You end up with 3 coins plus extra $50 in your pocket. Okay, well, that's good. Let's take one more. Let's go a little bit further. Let's say you only had 920 here. Now you need what? Plus 80 points. Equal 1,000. Makes another $1,000 check, doesn't it? Okay. Well, that would be how many coins? 4 coins. 4 animal state series coins. I'm going to abbreviate. No, I'm not. Animal state series coins equal what? 80 points. And that equals what? $600. Well, you're only going to get a $500 check. Is a good thing to do. Well, I say yes. Why? Well, here's why. Unless you absolutely are strapped to cash, you got cash, what do you want to convert that cash to? You want to convert it to silver and gold. You don't want to hold on to cash so long. So how do you accumulate wealth? Like this. Okay. Now, that's plus 80 points. You're going to get what? You're going to pay $600. So how much since you got an extra $500 check, how much did those 4 coins cost you out of your pocket? What do you pay out of your pocket or out of this commission? But let's say out of your pocket. It's that cash balance that you got in your hands. You paid $100 for those 4 coins, right? Okay, let's divide those 4 into 100, what you paid for them. Your net pay is $25 each, right? You can't even buy 1 ounce silver coin for $25. Hello? So now, is this worth a lot more than a silver eagle coin? Of course it is. It's $40 right now. So you are accumulating wealth. So hopefully you understand this scenario. Now, you could have, if let's say this was 955 and you needed 45 points. Well, you could have bought the American Eagle coin, and that's 125 each. And you would have spent, and since I'm talking, let's just put it in there so you understand, for some of you that I do this stuff in my head. Let's say you have 955. You need what? Plus 45, right? Yeah. To make it what? 1,000. What's 3 times 15? That's American Eagle coins. That's 45 points. Okay. And then those coins are 125 each. That's American Eagle times 3 equals $375. Okay. $375, you get another $500 check. So you come out plus $125 and 3 American Eagle State Series coins. Same thing. So you got to look at the mix and combination. So you spend the least dollars, get the most points, and accumulate the most wealth. So this is what I'm teaching you how to do, is you need to learn how to analyze that and get with your team, get with your sponsor, get with your team leaders. Y'all talk about this. You do it every week. This should be a consideration. As you coming up to pay, you should see this happening. That's why you search ahead of time who is going to be cycling next or soon in your organization on your pay side. Okay. Now let's get to where this is really working. Okay. First of all, if you don't have a business family pack, and you know what that is, you sponsor your spouse, you sponsor your company. If you already have your company, you sponsor yourself, because you can have a membership and a company membership. Okay, so everybody should end up with a family business pack. Let me show you how. Let's say you just are here. That's all you have, one membership. You get to a point where if you haven't sponsored anyone, this becomes critically important, where you have 450 points on your pay side. It doesn't matter what's on your bank side. It's just more than 500. Okay. So it's still your bank side, 500 or more. Okay. Okay. You get 450 on your pay side. You do not have a family business pack. You're in this situation. You have 0 personals on your left, 0 personals on your right. But you have this situation that can happen, or no actives. Okay. So now sponsor your spouse and put them on one side. Doesn't matter which side. let's say you put them down here and they're placed right there, because you can only place left and right, remember? So it's going to be the first empty spot on your left side, far left side, not in here, far left side. Okay, you sponsor yourself or your company, whichever. If you've already turned this into a company, you sponsor yourself. Okay, so now you've got a 2 and a 3. You only need standards here. Okay, that's now you got your family business back. So this is plus 50 points, goes all the way up, adds to your bank. Plus 50 points goes all the way up and adds to this, makes 500 points. So if it's 460, you're just going to lose some points. If it's 470, 480, but when it gets to 450 or above, you want to do this before it gets to 500. And you definitely want to do. Now you spent what, $200 here, and you spent $200 here. So you spent $400. But you got a commission check of $500 and you're an associate. Now you're in control of your own destiny. You're in control of your paycheck. No, you do not have to order an autosaver on this and this every month if you don't want to. If you want to, fine, do it like many of us do in my group. I mean, I did it from day one because I wanted to turn trash cash into valuable product, and I knew these products would gain value over time. It's just a lot of you didn't. And so, and I was proven right again. They gain value faster over time. And I want to have a certain amount of my gold and silver in modern collectibles that gain value faster than bullion. Now the company's proven that over and over now. They've demonstrated that. We've demonstrated it with stack and sell over and over and over. But in future time, I'm talking about longer time. That's a very important to have collectibles as part of your precious metals portfolio, a percentage of it. So that's why the autosaver, basically. I'm just teaching you how to accumulate a little bit more with you having to come out of pocket for it. Okay, so now you got your business family pack. And this is very important because what I just taught you should now just automatically, bing, ring a bell in your brain that, you know, if you got 960, the place you're going to buy 960, the place you're going to buy those 2 Animal State Series coins to get 40 points would not be on you, you'd be down here. Now, those 40 points are going to go to your bank side, which is going to definitely, if you here, it's going to be here. On this side, the 40 is going to go up here, but those 40 is going to come all the way up to you. So you get credit for it. People you put in the business, they're all happy. They love you. Those 40 points went to their bank side, their pay side or bank side, whichever it is. Okay, it went to them too, and it went to you. So you'd buy here. So now from here on out in this discussion, this is you won. And now let's say you got your family business back early. This is you sitting here. Okay, that's why we like to start off with it that way, like I did, like 80% of my people do. You're in control of everything about your check, because see, you can anytime buy a coin on these and make them active anytime you want. If you're not buying the autosaver on it every week or every month, I mean, then you can make it active anytime you want. By what? Going in and processing now an autosaver. Bingo, that easy. Or buying your coin drops there. Counts here and here. Oh, wow. That's what I do. I don't buy my coin drops on me, hardly, unless I'm traveling. I don't have time to transfer money and all that stuff. Okay. So we got that understood. So it's either here or here, here or here. If you're here, I like to do it here. I already got my counters. Okay. In that 960 example, what are we going to do? We're going to buy it right here. We're going to buy those two coins and put 40 plus 40 points on this side. How do I know it's this side? Because I know this is probably your bank side, because all the points accumulated that you got paid on before, since you're a copper. Okay. And now you got this situation this week. Okay. Now that we understand that, now remember, we're looking down in our group, for they might have 980, 960, 950. They're close to their paycheck. They need to know about those. If they buy it, that comes up to you, and you have, maybe you end up with 980. You only buy one coin. They buy some, you buy some. This needs to be managed every week. So how do you do it? You go to your downline explorer, you go to your pay side, you ask the question, who is cycling soon? It puts the ones that's closest to the cycle right at the top, and you go down. That's who you communicate and coordinate with. Okay. That pay week. Okay. Good deal. Also, now that we're talking about that, what else do you do? Look at Renew Now. Okay, so you should be keeping your list and downloading it. I've been trading on this forever. Okay, and that's and we're getting close to the end of the month. So I'm going to be printing out on. I don't print on my pay side. I got too many. I cycle. I have more points than I get paid on every week. And I've shown that to people for over a year. Same thing here. I go to Pamela and the site on her pay site only, and I look at everybody that's renewing, because it can help them and help Pamela. Okay. Now there's some weeks, I mean, she maxed out her check. Okay. So, but I do it to help everybody else, because I don't want you flushing during the month points for associates and coppers in particular, and even bronzes. And there are a couple of silvers that do this, that you flush out points when you shouldn't. They should be spread out during the month, and y'all make maximum check. That's why renewals are so important, because we manage them. Oh yeah, the company will auto renew them on the first following the month that it was due on your anniversary day. That's why you got to look in your profile. You got that little Renew Now button in your profile. It's sitting there. Well, you're due renewal, even if you don't know your renewal date. But you should be checking your profile. So if you got that Renew Now button on it, and everybody check it today. If you got a Renew Now button in that cane, click on it, renew, because you're going to help people and help yourself in the long run, because you want to duplicate that. If not, hey, the company's going to renew it for you anyway on the 1st, and that's the month, that's the week that we have the biggest auto savers, and that's where a lot of associates get 680 points, 580. Well, they're not getting paid on those. They only get to 500. A lot of coppers that get 1,200, 1,180, that kind of, they're not getting paid on it. They only get paid 1,000. We got to stop this. We stop it by managing our business. This is a big business. Anytime you make $500 a week in 3 to 5 years of just working kind of part-time on the side, that's huge business. It takes you 60 years and you don't even get $500 a week in your Social Security, or nor in most employees' savings plan, retirement plan. So this is big business. Okay, so enough of my rant, okay? Let's get back to how we make more money, okay? Now I'm going to give you a couple of situations, okay? Let's advance, because I got to get into a couple of advanced situations. Now, really, what I want y'all to understand, and y'all can write it out, this works, this scenario for copper and above, this works for what? $9.95 to anywhere down to 920 points. Okay? To take you to that next level of a check. Now it can, at 920, if you got 920, you got people down here that are 980, 960. Well, their points are going to then come up and add to that. So that's why you're looking. That's why you help one another. You text one another, get on the phone, talk about that, show them this video. Help explain, because it helps them and helps you. One another business. So that works anywhere in that range. Okay. You want to accumulate more wealth, let it be free, or you pay little for it, and you can figure that out yourself, okay, to make that extra check. Now I'm going to give you a couple of situations where you actually are a little bit later, and let's say you're building 3, like Pamela and I are. You got a family business back. Yeah, I mean, you actually sponsored somebody there, the spouse did, whatever. And let's just give you a scenario, okay, that you have 900 points here, and this is your 3, and on this one you got 400 points, and you got 8,000 here. So this is your bank. Okay, here's your bank. Here's your pay side, right? Okay, this is all you. Okay, so question is, what would you do? Well, you need 100 points here to make another $500 check. You need 100 points here to make a $500 check, right? I know this will roll over, but this doesn't. And you're now in control. Y'all understand about family business packs making you in control of accumulating more wealth, building wealth? Okay. So you would have to buy what? 5 Animal State Series coins here. Well, 5 times 20 is 100. And that 100 would post, if you bought them all here, would post there. Now, 5 times 150 is minus $650. That's what you have to pay for them. where you're only going to get a $500 check here. So you're paying 150 more for 5 coins. That's not bad. That's $30 each for them. That's a good deal right there alone. But your points would have rolled over. You didn't have to do that. But this won't roll over. So those 100 points go in here, post up here, and they get to here, making 1,000. So what you're going to end up with now, instead of 2 $500 checks, which is only $1,000, that you would have made, instead, you're going to have these 5 coins, and you're going to have $1,500. So you're going to get 500 here and 500 here more. So you get $1,000 check, and a $500 check is 1,500 versus 500 here and 500 here for 1,000. And you got 5 coins and you spent $650. So let's subtract $650 from that. And that's plus $800. And so basically, if you'd had 1,000, you got 5 coins, plus 5 coins and plus $800 because you spent $650. So 5 into 200, because you have 1,000 here versus net 800 and 5 coins. But what do coins cost you? 5 into the 200 equal $20 each. So see how the coins cost you less than if you'd have just done one case? So those coins are very valuable. You're accumulating wealth, earning extra income in the process. The more times you do this, the more wealth you're going to accumulate. The more you're going to turn trash cash into really valuable products. And I always tell people, people say, well, silver's going to go to $100 an ounce, or $78 an ounce, or $200. When people are saying those things, I just sit back and smile. All of us say they're getting collectibles. How much you think that's worth now? How much more worth it is than the price of silver? Do you understand why you need to have collectibles now in your life? Okay, let me go to, and I want this to really be understood, especially for those of you that are bronze and above, silver, golds. This is very important because you got a lot of people in your pay side that are situational like this, and they need help, and it behooves you to find them and help them. Okay. Now, this is true for anybody that has a situation. Let's say this is a copper, okay, and this is a bronze or silver or gold or executive gold. Okay, I want y'all to understand when I say that, you're going to have situations that come up like this, where this is 940, and this is a copper or above, and let's say this case is 2920, and this is a silver up here. Okay, that needs 60 points to make that $1,000 check. that needs 80 points to make that $3,000 check. Well, 60 of it would be made up here, and then that would leave only 20 points to be made. So you need plus one coin at 20 points up here, and you need plus 3 coins here at 60 points. So 3 coins are $450. 1 coin's $150. And if it's all you paid, well, it's a minus $600. But instead of making $2,500 check here, you made a $3,000 check. Instead of making a $500 check here, you made a $1,000 check. So instead of making 3,000 total on your business that week, you made 4,000, and you come out with 4 coins that only cost you 600. So let's subtract the 600 out of cash, making 3,400 net, and plus 4 Animal State Series coins. Animal, there we go. What's better, 3,000 or 3,404 State Animal Series coin to get as commission? See, that's commission. Okay, I hope everybody understood this analysis. I'm going to go real quick. I'm going to show you also I'm going to show you the back office that we're talking about. Everybody should know it, but just to make this let me stop sharing that screen. Let me get my board. That's a board I was drawing on with kind of pen. That glove is to keep my hand from writing on the board. It's kind of all this new technology stuff blows me away sometimes. Okay, let's go quickly to our website, and let me just show. Let me go find one an account to sign in on. We go to our downline. We only want to look at actives right now, okay? And so what I'm going to do is look at on this. I know which side's the pay side. I'm going to only look for actives, okay? Now, who is cycling soon? Now, you got to have a premium account. More the reason for a premium account. Otherwise, you can't see that. So I'm going to be looking down who's cycling soon, and it's going to tell me if they got actives, like they may have one active on one side or not. Well, then I know that they might have, if they got an inactive, they may only have to buy a coin and make a check. If they already sponsor someone, they're inactive, even if they're buying a coin for the person and having it shipped to themselves. That person's not going to mind you making them active. And so that's where you look. That's the question that you ask, and you'll see that that happens sometimes. And I want to try and get, let me think of an account that I might be able to get in that kind of more meaningful. Let's see if I can. Pretty much I have to go. Mine takes too long to download for our purpose, but I think I really understood. I can even tell you what it is, and I want you to go to your Downline Explorer. And if you're not familiar with your pay side, look at your dashboard first. It's going to tell you your volume and your actives and which side has the most points on it. That's your bank side. Which side has the least points on it. That's your pay side. Then you go to your Downline Explorer. And even if you aren't making a regular $500 check, you want to learn how to do these things ahead of time. Now, remember, for associates, typically, unless you got a business family pack with the example that I showed you, I typically want you to let that roll over. Unless what? There is one case where I don't want you to let it roll over. I want you to buy your coins. I want you to cycle out your pay, because we're in a week like that right now. So what I want you to do is I want you to look ahead of how many points are coming up your next week on autosavers, because they're going to be processed. So if you've got 460, let's say on your pay side, and you're just an associate, and you've got 900 points coming up on your pay side, or let's do something more reasonable. You got 260 points coming up on your pay side the next week. Well, 405 points or 450 points or any of those things, 400 of anything, plus your 260 is going to make 600 and something or 750 something. Well, you're only going to get paid on 500. So you're going to flush almost a $250 check if you don't flush a $250 check. Because anything over 500, you get a 500 cycle, so the rest goes into the trash. They don't go to loyalty points. And they don't carry over. Only points less than 500 carry over for an associate or above. I mean, if you only have 490 in your goal, it's still going to pay you $250 check and carry over 240. It's just that the $250 checks are all below 250 with rollover, but anything above 500 does not occur like that. It's loyalty points only or leadership point rollover. Now, and by the way, just for an extra training tip, they do not use your leadership points to roll over under 500. That's an automatic rollover, part of the comp plan. Okay, so what the other point that I wanted to get to here was when you're looking at your auto savers coming up, and also remember, if you've done your renewal list, and people haven't renewed, they're all going to flush into those points that first week, along with the autosaver, and you're going to even flush more. So if you're under 500 and you're an associate, copper, I don't care what you are, but if you're under 500 and above 400, because there are cases where you'll buy 5 coins. You'll want to buy 5 coins because you got to look at the next week as part of this week. When we're on the last week, like we are right now, do not roll over and flush points next week. So you look at that's why it's important for you to know, everybody to know what their renewals are, because you can see who did not renew and who did renew. And if you're going to have 5, 6 renewals, even at 50 points, that's 300 points coming up the next week, in addition to your autosavers. So I hope you all use this forever, teaching other people how to accumulate wealth, maximize your check, and manage your business, because this is big business. It's not some little hobby. And the sooner we treat it like big business, like it deserves, like you spent $490 or $49,995.99 to get you a little business set up or a franchise set up. And then it costs you about $2,500 or more just in the expenses to keep that business running. Even if you're not making any money, because that's what most businesses do. When you treat this like that, where you would do anything to keep that business going so you don't lose your $49,999 that you got a loan for to start that business. When you treat this business like that, where you did 900, you got a 499 and 2 199s to get your family business back, and that you're buying a coin every month to keep your business open, a product that accumulates your wealth. When you treat this business like that, you will win. You will do your homework. You will do your 2 years of learning. You will do your 3 to 5 years after you get the skills, attitudes, and techniques, and you learn this business, and you will be successful. You'll be part of this multi-billion-dollar giant that's going to glow around the globe, and we're just a force of good, helping people help people. That's what we do. We're teachers. We're motivators. We're people that are encourage people. We're encouragers. I hope you see what I see. I hope you would take this to the beaches of the world. And I even mentioned some checks, and I talked about money. One thing else I've got to do before I end this, because the company, they'll be saying I got to take this down and all that kind of stuff. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring one more thing up. Okay, just bear with me, because I'm gonna close out a few things here to make room on my screen, but let me bring up another thing in the background, and so we can close this off properly with, everybody knows, the income disclosure statement. Big old screen with the income disclosure statement, right? We got to have that sucker, because if I don't close this off, they're going to be telling me to take this sucker down, and I don't want to I want this one to go in perpetuity. Oh, what is it? I tongue-tied when I want to say words sometimes, especially this early in the morning for me. I got to find it now. Where is it at? Come on. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me share my screen. Get back here. Open that up. Share screen. We'll get it. We'll get this thing closed out, everybody. I apologize again for not being as prepared as I should be. Well, there we go. Since I talked about money, we always like to show the income display. Actually, this is something good to show because it really shows how many people are making money. It really shows many of our customers are customers. They join to get good gold and silver. They go in to get unique, rare, collectible products. And, you know, with the hope of making a little extra money, but let's see, we give them more than hope. Those that take the time to look, those that take the time to be in trainings like that, those that actually put a few hours a week in doing my job description as I teach, and hopefully you all teach and duplicate, because if you teach and duplicate my 7 little pieces of paper, my system, everyone succeeds. All you have to do is look at the stories of the people that have come in with me, made few checks, but look at their stack and sell. Like little my disabled military vet, single mom, Armina McVeigh, and now has almost doubled her coins that she's bought in her stack and sell, and for the first time in her life has a savings. First time in her life, but she has a savings of over $18,000. Now that's pretty cool, you know, and we believe you can do it too. I believe you can do it too. I believe everyone can do that and even more. Join us, be part of this, learn everything that I taught you today and implement it every week. Every week, make this part. This is the part of managing your business. And you spend a little time on that every week, in particular on Saturday. Y'all have a blessed day. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at our next major event or getaway with 7K. I appreciate you. And let's see you on the beaches of the world. For those of you that haven't been there already, it's a great place to be from time to time. And I want you to experience it. And 7K is the way that you can. Have a great day.